whereas one is currently hospitalized and is in a very, very critical situation. This incident, while not directly linked to the events of June 25th, reflects the ongoing momentum of violence against police stations in the country, a trend that continues to threaten law and order and as well jeopardize our nation's peace and security. Fellow Kenyans, we must not allow our nation to spiral into anarchy and chaos. The police will not remain passive while lawlessness threatens our collective peace and our collective security. As of today, 485 individuals have been arrested in connection to what happened on June 25th. Of these, 448 have already been charged in court and 37 remain under active investigation, some pending further custodial hearings. The charges range from murder, terrorism, rape, gang rape, arson, obstruction of police officers while on duty, breaking and stealing, robbery and as well robberies with violence, stealing from locked motor vehicles, incitement to violence, handling stolen goods, malicious damage to property, and possession of illegal firearms. Further investigations, including statements obtained from those arrested suspects, reveal a deliberate and well-funded plot to incite chaos, civil unrest, and widespread anarchy under the guise of public protest. Evidence indicates that individuals were strategically mobilized and transported, particularly into Nairobi, from various parts of the country, not to express their legitimate grievances, but to execute a well-coordinated agenda of disruption and violence. These actions were not by any means spontaneous. They were orchestrated, and we are actively pursuing the key planners, the mobilizers, the financiers, and the facilitators behind this scheme, and they will be brought to justice very soon. The complaints we have received from across the country draw a clear and troubling line between lawful protest and outright criminality. While some youthful protesters joined the demonstration in good faith, some individuals tragically, even some who had marched peacefully, later turned on fellow Kenyans. They engaged in sexual violence, theft, and broke into homes and businesses. Such acts not only violated the law, but also betrayed the very ideals the protests purported to uphold. When demonstrations descend into violence, intimidation, and destruction of property, they do not advance any cause. They discredit it. They erode public sympathy and distort the message of those who genuinely seek reform through lawful and other constructive means. It must be clearly understood that the right to protest is protected under our Constitution, no doubt, and we respect the voice of every Kenyan seeking accountability and reform. However, when a bona fide protest is infiltrated by criminal elements, it becomes a threat to national security and a threat to public safety. I must commend those who